What if a diary could speak and tell you the truth of an entire world at war? Welcome to my channel. Learn with love. Like, share, and subscribe. Today, we are not opening a history book. We are opening the secret diary of a 13-year-old girl whose words survived when millions did not. From the diary of Anne Frank is not just a lesson, it is a whisper from a hidden room, a voice filled with fear, hope, humor, and unbreakable courage. As bombs echoed outside and freedom was taken away, Anne Frank chose something powerful. She chose to write. In these pages, you'll meet a girl who dreams, questions life, and believes in humanity, even when the world gives her every reason not to. So stay with me as we step behind the bookcase into the secret annex and discover why Anne's diary is still read, still felt, and still remembered today. From the Diary of a Young Girl is an excerpt from Anne Frank's diary. The theme is loneliness and the inability of being comfortable with others, hope and resilience amidst the horrors of war, the struggle for identity and self expression, finding a voice through writing, dealing with adolescent loneliness and the need for companionship. Anne's diary Kitty became her confidant, revealing her optimistic spirit, courage, and humanity despite the oppressive Holocaust environment. The lesson also shows the narrator's intelligence and talkative nature and how tactfully she handles her annoyed teacher. From the Diary of Anne Frank is a glimpse from the personal diary of Anne Frank, a 13-year-old Jewish girl. At the beginning of the lesson, Anne explains that writing in a diary feels strange to her because she's never written before and believes that no one would be interested in the thoughts of a young girl. However, she feels an emotional need to express her feelings and believes that paper has more patience than people, as paper listens without judging. Although she has family, friends, and a comfortable life, she feels lonely because she lacks a true friend with whom she can share her inner thoughts. Therefore, she decides to treat her diary as a close friend and names it Kitty, and then provides a brief sketch of her life so that her diary can understand her better. She talks about her family, her birth in Germany, and her move to Holland due to political circumstances. She describes her schooling and her deep love for her grandmother, whose death in 1942 affected her greatly. The diary is formally dedicated on 20th June 1942, marking the beginning of Anne's sincere self expression. In the next part, Anne writes about a humorous incident from her school life. Her entire class was quaking in its boots. The reason was a meeting in which the teachers decide who will move up to the next form and who will be kept back. The class was anxious about the results to be announced that would decide promotions. Anne was confident about her results, except for mathematics. She describes her maths teacher, Mr. Keesing, who was annoyed by her constant talking in class. She wrote in her diary, "I talked so much. After several warnings, he assigned me extra homework, an essay on the subject, a chatterbox. A chatterbox? What can you write about that?" She completed her essay, but could not control her talkative nature. So she was assigned another essay, an incorrigible chatterbox. Instead of being discouraged, Anne uses her creativity to write clever and convincing arguments in her defense, explaining that talking is a natural trait and partly inherited. However, during the third lesson, he'd finally had enough. And Frank, as punishment for talking in class, write an essay entitled Quack, 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 said Mistress Chatterbox. When Mr. Keesing assigns her a third essay with a funny title, Anne, with the help of her friend, writes a humorous poem. The poem impresses Mr. Keesing, who appreciates her creativity and sense of humor. He read the poem to the class, adding his own comments and to several other classes as well. As a result, Anne is no longer punished for talking and her relationship with her teacher becomes friendly. The lesson highlights Anne's intelligence, honesty, humor, creativity, and optimism. It also shows the power of self expression through writing and how wit and imagination can turn punishment into appreciation. So go ahead, gain some appreciation, and stay tuned till the next video. Bye bye for now.